Good afternoon and welcome everyone to this first series of American Express and British Fashion Council talks. Very flattered to meet two incredible creatives here and together. It's Miles Aldridge, a fantastic photographer, famous for his colorful imagery, cinematic ideas. He's been working for some of the best magazines in the world, a lot for Italian Vogue, for W Magazine, for Love and Pop and everywhere else. And next to him, it's Isamaya Ffrench, another incredible creative artist. She's a makeup artist, and you can be recognized, maybe we'll see some images later on, by some creative, inventive, and kind of daring makeup that is not usual things. And Miles and Isamaya have been working together for some projects, and we are here actually to explore their world. And first of all, I'm very interested myself, so I'm sure you're going to be more interested. But how did you start?
My girlfriend was a model, and she had a picture that I'd taken in her portfolio. I was a struggling pop video director of a sort, very bad work generally. Used to kind of dream to be on the what was known as the chart show on a Sunday morning, have my pop video shown. That was the goal back then. But I had this very beautiful girlfriend who was a bit kind of grungy looking, and so she suited the whole sort of grunge aesthetic. And she asked me to take a photo, which I did, and this ended up in her book. And that book ended up on the desk at Vogue, and Vogue said to her, "Who took this?" And she said, "My boyfriend." And so I was sort of given a card through my girlfriend, call Jo Matthews, and go up and see her. And she said, "Bring a portfolio," which I didn't have, of course, because I wasn't a photographer. And she, and it was quite sort of ab fab. She was an amazing sort of larger-than-life fashion character, like the editor-in-chief in Funny Face, who sort of everything has to be pink, but very loud and sweary and smoking. And within 6 months, I was shooting for W covers, actually. Strange, really strange story.
Where is your main point of reference when you look for, when you search on, now of course I'm saying when you search online for a story, for a shoot? Well, I mean, is it films, stills, pictures?
Well, it's nearly always from life, actually. So it would be somebody I know or somebody I remember or something like that. So it's a personal experience, And but then you kind of, I guess my sort of way of approaching work is that it's real life, but as if it was shot in a Hollywood musical. So the ketchup is really bright red, and the girl is really pretty, and the hair is really blowing, and all these sort of elements of cinema conceit that I like to add and layer onto it.
I think that's really important, actually, because Miles is the only photographer I've worked with that's approached it in that way. I mean, nobody I know says, "I've got a load of sketches, I'm going to send them to you, and this is my sort of vision." And the problem is when you're working in fashion, everybody has an opinion, and everybody's kind of got their own idea of what they want to bring to the shoot and their own aesthetic. And unless, I think the brilliance comes when everybody who's on board really understands kind of what the goal is or what the visual is. And it's so helpful for makeup artists here to have the kind of original vision before we get to work.
You use your Instagram. I mean, there's a same question to Miles. I mean, personally, for work.
It's very important for me because I am quite creative. I have an agency, and of course they like to market me in one way, and I like to market myself in another way. So it's all about, I suppose, it's a really great place for showing people how you really feel and showing people the work that you really want to be seen and how you wish to be presented. Because, I mean, I don't take photos of my dinner and my dogs, but so in one sense I'm still very private, even though I put a lot of work up there, but it's all very managed, I suppose, as my vision.
And one silly question for both of you. What has been the funniest, almost stupid situation you found yourself on a shoot?
Should I start? I don't know.
Or maybe together.
Maybe. I think, oh God, revealing too much now. When I first started out, I was working with artists a lot as well, and with Matthew Stone, and I was the body painter, and that's really all of the body. So I, for a while, I became word of mouth, and then I got loads of bookings, and I was like, this isn't my job. It's not my job.
Okay, that's it. Yeah. What about you, Miles? If you still remember, I'm sure you had so many.
I'm not sure. I don't think I have one superior stupid moment. My whole life has been one long, drawn-out stupid moment. It just, when I think of all the flashbacks of kind of dresses arriving on courier to be shot quickly in Paris, or working with Polly Mellon, or Richard Avedon coming into my studio and saying, "Oh, you're Miles Aldridge." You know, all these kind of wonderful, silly things that wouldn't have happened to me if I didn't pick up my camera and take a photograph of my girlfriend when she asked me to.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Miles.
Thank you
very much.